car intro today. It's gonna be a gym intro. We're smacking some legs today. Gonna be a simple leg day. Probably do 4 sets here or something. I did 1 warm-up set already. And then we'll jump over to do some squats, I think. These squats are gonna be more quad focused though. They're gonna be legs closer, heels raised. Start with the right side. Very forgetful today. First, I forgot my tripod in the truck. Then I went out and got it. And now I'm realizing my belt's in the truck too. Nice. Go grab my belt real quick, I guess. We'll call this the 3rd set. I'll go up a little bit more. Should be able to crank 10 each side here. Man, this machine is the best. I mean, like your compounds are gonna give you the most bang for your buck for sure. Your squat, deadlift, bench press, just like all around. But, dude, I don't feel as much pump. I don't feel as much focused burn on my quads during a squat. But this bad boy, you're only moving one joint here. That's the joint that controls these muscles in your quad. It's good stuff. Anyone who's tried this knows this leg extension machine is the move. It's the move. Set numero cuatro. Man, I love this thing. I don't wanna be done after this. I must move on. This is gonna be the last set here. I'll go to 100 though. The other gym has a really nice Nautilus one. That's like old school. Instead of like, you know, the rubber cables tension, it's like a chain. It's like actually like a steel chain. That one's nice. All right. All right, now on to the hard stuff. We'll do a warm-up set here with just a plate. Even though my quads are already a little bit pumped from the last exercise, I still need to get used to this motion. My hips and my ankles need a little bit more lubrication, so we'll start here, move it up a plate. Depending on how it feels, we might go to 275, but we'll probably just stick at 2 and do a bunch of sets of 10. That's nice and easy. My knees. There could be no weight on the bar. There could be no bar on my back at all. My knees are still gonna be like Rice Krispie treats. That's just always how they've been. Always clickety-clacking like. I know you guys can hear that. Doesn't hurt. Just clicky. I don't know. I'll call this the first working set. And I think we'll probably just crank 4x10 here. Okay. There's one set. 3 more to go. Time for leg press. I'm feeling this more in my lower back and less in my quads. At least I know my stabilizers are activating in the low back. It's not like it's a muscle sore. It's a muscle tightness in the low back. It's not spinal.
Spinal.
But I mean, if that's the weak spot, then you know, what is the saying? Squeaky wheel gets the grease. My low back stabilizers are the squeaky wheel right now, I think. So my legs aren't feeling pumped, but the low back definitely lumped up right now. All right, second set. Calves time. I was gonna skip calves today, but I'm not a baby, so here we are. God wants me to lift 5 more pounds, I'll lift 5 more pounds. Calves are definitely getting stronger. This isn't nearly as hard as it was before. Out of all the games that I lost in the last 6 months since I kind of fell off, my legs seem to be intact. At least my calves. The calves are definitely strong. Probably from my increased body weight. Kept the tension on them over time, so they didn't really decay so much. My quads, my hamstrings, I mean, they probably lost a little bit of strength, but I think what's really going on there is it's in my head. When I first started lifting and going crazy on legs, I probably was ego lifting. I wanted the 405. I got the 405 pretty early into my, my lifting career, my lifting, that second session that I went through. Like in 2021 when I got back into lifting real heavy and started getting super consistent. I think within like 3 or 4 months I was hitting 405 again. At probably about the same body weight as I am now. But I'm doing it safer this time. I don't want to hurt my back. I don't want to hurt my knees. I don't want to get injured. So I'm an old man now. I'll be 26 in September. And I know that's still young, but it does kind of feel like I'm not so spritey. I'm not so elastic and durable as I was 3 years ago or so. So I hit another 2 sets here and call it a day. That feels good. That feels like where I should be. I went from 210 to 230. That feels good. Stick there for this last set. Get out of here. Got some rice I threw in the rice cooker before I left. That should be done. It will be done by the time I get home. Just need to cook up some rice. I went to Meijer earlier, and the butcher was putting out meat, like 1 pound of beef, $2.72. They were getting marked down because they were mislabeled. They were labeled as 80-20, and they were actually like 95-5, which I want the 95-5 anyway. I want the more lean cut anyways. So I got like 30 pounds of beef for like $80 or something. So I'm thinking about going back and buying the rest because that's a crazy deal. That and I go through some beef. Like I'll go through a pound of beef, probably a pound of beef a day, honestly. If not, I mean, 2 days, definitely going through a pound of beef in 2 days. It just depends if I have chicken made or not. But lately I've been on my beef vibe. All right, we're gonna do another set here with 10 horizontal, 10 duck foot, and then we're gonna do a final 10 body weight calf raises, and then go hit some poses, and I'm done. Pretty quick one today. I think I got here, it only took like an hour and a half today, so. I got some fireworks. My hometown's having their fireworks show tonight. Shout out Leo. Should be fun. Oh, yeah. Fun. There was a guy in here earlier. There he is. I saw him doing some bench press recording. I'm gonna go say what's up to him. See if I can get that Instagram. Support the gang. I'll see you guys in the bathroom though, posing. Cool. That's a leg day in the books. I will say today wasn't as intense as some other days. And I really don't have a reason why. It just wasn't a crazy record-breaking day. I've been a little bit tired lately. I sound like a biatch right now. I'm not going to talk about today's intensity level. It wasn't as intense as it usually is. That'll happen. You're not going to have crazy, giant days every day. It's about staying on the path. It's not about breaking records. So let's get a couple poses in. I'm gonna get a meal in, and we're on to the next one. The hams are there. I'll take it. There's some size there. There's some definition there. Big teardrop here. Right leg always going to be a little bit smaller just because injuries, or at least for the foreseeable future, is going to be smaller until I get it all evened out. Calves looking okay. Everything else looking all right too. I've been hard stuck, 207, 208. I'm looking better every day, but that weight's not really budging. I'm eating good, tracking it, roughly 1,900 calories a day, cardio every single day. And I'm still waking up every morning 207-ish, so hopefully I'll break. Hopefully that'll break eventually. We'll just have to keep riding it. If it doesn't break and I just keep looking better, honestly, that's not the worst thing. I don't really believe in recomp, but that's definitely what's happening to me right now. I mean, if I'm 207, looking like this, I was 207 last week looking like I had, big old muffin tops. I'm making progress, so I'm gonna get out of here, eat the holy rice and beef meal. Thank you, cow gods. And get 9 hours of sleep. Maybe play some Baldur's Gate. I don't know. As always, appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.